Good evening.
Good evening.
This evening I will be discussing the process of making homemade candy yams. Candy yams have always been a family favorite, especially around Thanksgiving. But candy yams are not just for the holidays. Candy yams can be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and especially the wonderful Sunday dinner. You know, the one that your grandmother used to make? For me, Thanksgiving was the best time of the year because I knew the candy yams would be on the menu. I will be looking forward to Thanksgiving before the prior Thanksgiving has ended, just because of the candy yams. Thanksgiving with no candy yams is like Kool-Aid with no sugar. And there are many ways that you can prepare candy yams. It can be suited to the individual's taste. Some people prefer to put apples or even walnuts in theirs. Others prefer raisins or top them off with marshmallows. Through my research, I found that this side dish is very popular. And today, I'm going to go through the process of making the candy yams. The process for making candy yams, it involves gathering the ingredients, combining the ingredients, baking them, and then enjoying them. Now, let's take a look at the first step in the process of making candy yams. The first step in making candy yams is gathering the ingredients. The ingredients consist of sweet potatoes, sugar, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, nutmeg, and butter or margarine, whichever you prefer. You must preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Peel the sweet potatoes and slice the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are high in vitamin A, and vitamin A helps maintain healthy skin and healthy eyes. Now that I've told you what the ingredients you will need, let's take a look at how to combine them. The second step in making candy yams is combining them. Line the bottom of your baking dish with the candy yams that you have sliced in a single layer. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can overlap them if you choose. Cover the sweet potatoes with the sugar, the ground cinnamon, nutmeg, the vanilla extract, and as a stick of butter here, you can slice it up and put it on each of the layers. Cover each layer with all the ingredients that I've described until all of your candy yams, all of your sweet potatoes have been placed in your baking dish. Now you're able to cover the dish and place it in the oven. And now that I've told you about combining them, the third step is baking them. Once you've placed your ingredients in the oven, you will bake it for 1 to 2 hours, depending on how you like your candied yams. If you would like them to have a sticky consistency, I would suggest to bake them longer. If you would like it just a little less sticky, then you can use a lesser preparing time. And when the potatoes are finished, they should be tender. And the sauce, it will be dark, and it may have a sticky consistency, almost like a syrup, which gives it that candy texture. Making candy yams is actually a simple process once you actually do it. As far as myself, I found that I was a little hesitant at first because I never made it from scratch. But once I got into it, I realized it wasn't as hard as I made it seem. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, just willing to try it. It involves gathering the ingredients, combining the ingredients, and baking the ingredients. And last of all, enjoying your finished product. Remember, cooking is part experience and part experiment. And don't forget, nothing beats a failure but a try. Thank you.
Pressing the red button now.